Union Metal last Thursday, and I was pleased with the management team down there, and it actually wasn't really as much of a social call as I wish it would have been. Apparently, and I'm going to direct this at the administration, maybe you can help me on this, Union Metal employs 375 union workers. They added an additional 50 workers to their staff in 2011, and they have plans to expand. Okay, and this is huge for the city because these are good, solid union jobs. And recently they had a project on the back lot where they wanted to light it up, and it would actually be more seen on Harrisburg Avenue side. This is the second largest manufacturer of light poles in the United States. And our building department made them jump through hoops on this. They are requesting basically the same latitude that the Timken company would have. They provided the drawings, stamped by an architect or an engineer, followed procedure the whole way through. The only snag is city ordinance requires them to hire a licensed contractor to actually wire it up. Now, I know we can't bend the rules for anybody, but has anybody in the administration other than Angela Kavanaugh contacted the management and I guess tried to patch this bitterness up, or at least somebody above her pay grade tried to address this?
Director Ray, you want to answer that? Or?
Yes. I saw the emails. I saw Angela's response and the explanation. They're not being treated any differently than anybody else, including the Tipton Company. It's by the Ohio Building Code and the city ordinances, and if you would want to deviate from that, it would be a change of the city ordinance. The last I heard, she was going to make contact. However, I have not had follow-up with her as to that conversation, but we did not initiate any conversation with them from the 8th floor at this time.
Mr. President,
Member Morris.
could somebody please reach out to them from the 8th floor? I think that it would go a long way if they could hear directly from yourself or the mayor, because in a community where we're embracing companies such as VXI for bringing in jobs that really aren't paying a huge amount of money, these good union jobs, and we're talking steel workers and union electricians, for a company that was just bought out by a Texas company, we'd really hate to lose them. And I understand you can't deviate from policy. And I'm sure they would understand too, but I think that it would probably be in the best interest of the city of Canton if somebody from the administration could set up a meeting, do a walkthrough.
Mr. President?
Yes, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. I visited the tour with Union Metal about a year ago as well. They got a real nice thing going on over there. In fact, my grandmother worked for that company for retirement for 30 years, so very familiar with the company. I will follow up with them. Again, I did meet with the owner, so I'll follow up with them and just make sure that everything's okay. But keep in mind, if we have an issue with licensed inspectors, that was an ordinance passed by the prior council, and if that's an issue for our customers, our constituents out there, then council could potentially have a conversation about whether it makes sense to continue down that path or not. We've done that to protect the safety and quality of the work as well as protect the local labor, and I think that's the right decision. But then when you enforce these decisions, sometimes people want to question it, especially those from out of town. When you have people that are from the Stark County area that are familiar with these, it's when you get contractors and owners from out of state that come in and wonder why that has to be, because they want to bring their contractor from out of state. We have certain requirements that we expect from a standpoint of safety and quality. That's why we have the local license. And many times they want to, it's not even about saving money, it's just that they want to bring their own guy in. So having them contract with the local contractor is not a bad thing, but it's really up to this council if you want to change that.
I just want to follow up. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Just for clarification on the local contract, they use Hersher and Clark, which is a local contractor here in the city. It wasn't a matter of wanting to subcontract out to somebody else or use their own guy. For example, in the Timken company, if there is electrical work that needs done, the Timken company will do one of two courses. Either their electricians will do it. If the workload's too heavy, then they will subcontract out. So I don't really think the owner was looking to use somebody outside of the realm of the city to come in and outside labor. They are, Hersher and Clark is one of their standard vendors. I just felt that it was the loops that they had to go through just to get a few light poles for the second largest manufacturer of light poles in the country. And I think they felt like they were held, treated a little roughly, and I would just like to see somebody from the administration soothe the waters, that's all.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, Member Morris, I'm not criticizing the administration, but it doesn't make any sense to annoy a major employer in this community. I mean, you should have, not you, the building department should have some tact when it comes to dealing with, well, not you, but with dealing with a major employer. I understand exactly what Member Morris is saying. Under that circumstance, there has to be some give or take, or at least you should be notified. Somebody should have been notified before it goes to the ward member, and they're complaining. I mean, if they, there's 150 jobs plus. 375. Okay. Anyway, anything else? Just one quick thing. If you could give me names of Water Commission people that you might recommend, just send it by email. Leader?
Mr. President, I move we adjourn.
Second.
So moved and seconded to adjourn.